So I'm on my way up Horseshoe Pass, and I spent 20 hours at the campsite there. So if she really is behind me, that was 20 hours to catch up, or 20 hours minus sleeping. So I'm just gonna go over the pass until I find a nice campsite and put out my little sign again, and maybe she'll come over the pass today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's hopeless. Well, I'm looking in the direction of the pass. I'm not really sure. I think I can see some of the trail, so I think I'm not really sure where it is. Anyway, I'm gonna take it easy and slow. I've been walking and thinking. Hiking, at least doing it by yourself, is sure, it's strenuous to hike up to 13,000 feet. Well, and I will be feeling it every step of the way, but it's mentally strenuous. You think about mistakes that you make and friendships that you make, and there's a long distance hiking community out there of people that you meet when you do a long trail. It's a different kind of hiking to do a long trail. Even if, like me, you don't even actually do a complete through hike. I'm just being out there for weeks and weeks and weeks, turning into months and months and months. The people you meet, they know what it felt like. They share the same stories. So I can't believe what a total coincidence it was to meet Schumer. I mean, I went by a much better campsite. He could have chosen that one instead of the one I was in, and I never would have seen him. But there he was. And he lifted my spirit so much after making such a terrible mistake. I just feel like the worst person ever to have lost Nancy like that. I hope she can forgive me. I hope that she's okay. I hope that she had a good time. So that's looking down at the valley I came up at Bubbs Creek. I just hiked by that lake. Now I'm in the shade. Feels good, nice and cool. And then the trails, so you can see some hikers right there. So Horseshoe Pass is gonna be somewhere up there. I'm not sure where. Maybe even, no, that wouldn't be it. It's up there somewhere. Look at the construction work on that. Forester Pass going southbound. It's blessedly free of stairs. It's not really hard at all. It's very nice, actually. There's the pass. There's people there. So I'm hiking up Forester Pass and I just about get to the top and I heard Diane and there's Nancy at the top. I was like so happy to see her, and all these people were up there and they all knew that Nancy and me were lost and they were all like so excited to see us reunited. It's like the whole trail, up and down the trail, everybody knows our story. And as we hiked down from Forester Pass, and I met the guys that I saw at Roaring River, and they saw us together and they remembered that I had lost Nancy, and they're like, yay, you guys are reunited. That was like quite an incredible thing. Oh my God, this story is so amazing. She got lost at the Whitney Creek where I was waiting for 2 hours. She went up the little side trail, but she kept going. She didn't cross the creek and come back down. And she did all kinds of stuff where she went up that creek for a long time and was totally lost. And then she hiked back down and went all the way back down to the hot spring. And then she went back and she found Junction Meadow, and she found the couple that I met that had been coming down Colby Pass, and she hiked up Colby Pass twice. It's like, oh my God. Well, she hiked up to the notch, and then she hiked back down, and then she hiked all the way up to the pass and over to the lake, which she really liked, and then she hiked all the way back up and over the pass and back down to the junction. Wow. I'm impressed. That was incredible. So she's been kind of doing her own thing, and she was able to hike up Forester Pass, leaving her backpack in her tent so she didn't have to carry all that stuff, and she just had a feeling that she would meet me up there, and sure enough, there she was. Yay. So it's only Monday, and our pass is for until Friday, so it's been raining and stuff, so we don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to go to some lakes tomorrow because this whole trip has not enough lakes. We're gonna try to find the Crabtree Lakes, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, okay.
4 or 5.
Where's your stuff?
Yep. Have a good trip, guys.
Okay. You too. I wonder what that lump of granite poking up like a snowy thing over there is. So I want to say a little something about trail magic. A lot of people who hike the PCT or other long trails, they consider trail magic to be when you come to a road crossing and somebody's set up some awnings and they're cooking up food and they have coolers full of cold drinks, and you can come and sit and take a load off and eat and drink and relax. But while that's wonderful and all, that's not exactly what trail magic is. So trail magic is how I found a piece of charcoal on the Bubbs Creek trail that I was able to use because I forgot to bring a pen or a pencil. I was able to use that to write notes to Nancy on the trail. And trail magic is having Shroomer appear out of nowhere while I'm just minding my own business in my tent. And trail magic is that there was a thunderstorm that afternoon which prevented me from climbing up Forester Pass. And instead, trail magic was me climbing up the pass that morning and Nancy being right there at the top of the pass waiting for me because she thought that I would climb the pass that morning. Somehow she knew. And trail magic is when the things you need come to you when you need them. Trail magic is also Stephen appearing out of nowhere at Colby Lake and being kind enough to let me get a ride with him to from Kearsarge Pass to Lone Pine, which I didn't end up using. But I mean, he just appeared out of nowhere. And he had his own trail magic, being able to find a cave to sleep in and a building to sleep in when it rained. That's what trail magic is. And trail magic is Nancy finding the nice search and rescue couple who gave her good advice. And she was able to have a nice trip, even though we were separated for 4 days. Those things are trail magic. Because those are examples of how the trail will give you what you need when you need it. Sure, when somebody sets up a food extravaganza at Walker Pass or whatever, it sure feels like somebody's come out of nowhere and given you exactly what you need just when you need it most. But it's not the same, you know what I mean? It's not as magical as these little things that just fall into place because the universe doesn't want you to die. The universe doesn't want you to not be able to solve your problems. The things that you need exist in the universe, and you just have to stay open to them so that you can find them. That's one of the things I really like about backpacking, especially when it's a trip that lasts longer than a weekend. You get more times when those kinds of magical things happen like that. So I just wanted to say that about trail magic.